What's up, guys? It's Spastic Swede, and I'm bringing you another commentary today. I'm using the ACR on Terminal, and my perks are Marathon Pro, Stopping Power Pro, and Ninya Pro. And I come into this game a little late, which is actually kind of disappointing, because if I had stayed in here for maybe that first round or a few extra rounds, I could have gotten an even better score than I did today, and trust me, the score I get is pretty impressive. And today I thought I would talk about, the tactics for Search and Destroy and maybe the ACR and Terminal itself. So, let's start with the ACR. I mean, the ACR, I would designate it as a long-range weapon because of the high accuracy and low power that it has. I mean, you wouldn't want to use it at close range because you're going to get beaten out by, a more powerful weapon such as a shotgun or a more powerful SMG such as the UMP, and you won't really be able to spray someone down at that close of a range. And so I would designate it for more longer range. Because of the high accuracy, I can hold my finger down on the trigger literally no matter how far they are across the map, and it will probably kill them because the recoil on the ACR is so predictable, and it really does not affect, it doesn't affect your shooting abilities at all, and it's always in a straight line. And I mean, maybe I'm over talking here, but the recoil, there is no recoil. Let's just put it at that. And I don't know, the perks are sort of self-explanatory. I don't like to use Steady Aim Pro that much because I think that the aiming in this game is fine. I don't need that much faster aim, and I think I mentioned this in another commentary. I'd much rather be able to sprint across the map and defuse that bomb. I mean, personally, I hate not being able to run constantly. I mean, I hate that sort of, you know how when you're running in COD that you sprint and then you stop and then you sprint again, that sort of thing? I hate that. So I always like to be running, and I always like to be on my toes and ready to shoot whenever I can. No homo. And yeah, that's basically it about the ACR. And what secondary am I using? I forgot. Maybe a shotgun? I have no idea, to be honest. I don't think I pull it out this game at all. Let's talk about Terminal as a map and Search and Destroy concepts. The bomb in the plane, Bomb B, or let's talk about defense, I guess, here, because we're on defense in this game right here. The bomb in the plane, bomb site B, is the easiest bomb site to defend. So you want less people at that bomb site because it's such a narrow, because it's in a plane basically. There's such a narrow passageway and there's no room. There's only a couple angles where, well, there really are no angles where enemies can cut in and get to that bomb site. However, bomb site A is more open and more like a usual bomb site, and that you want to protect more often than bomb site B. And defense on Terminal is really easy because it's really easy to trap the other enemy team in their spawn, because there are only about 3 exits to the spawn, through the bookstore, through this way right here, and through Burger Town. And that's why, and also what I was going to say is that the enemy team, your opponents, can reach 2 out of those 3 places first. They can lock you down in the library and Burger Town before you can get there. So really, your team, if you're on offense, only has the advantage at, what am I saying? What did I call it? Sorry, my bad. Well, I'm just going to call it the movie store, I guess. Your team really only has the advantage at the movie store where you can shoot enemies down. So, offense on this map is really a pain. And I didn't even know this spot existed until now. I sort of fail here and then get him at the end. Oh, that brings me to say Spaz 12 FMyay is my secondary. Again, referring back to why I would pick this as my secondary, because the ACR is more of a long-range weapon. Well, the Spaz, I can have it as a medium-range to short-range weapon. And yes, the Spaz is medium-range. It is very overpowered. So, now when you're on defense, or no, when you're on offense, I guess, you really don't want to try to rush. You try to want to be blunt, to camp in your spawn as long as you can, and sort of wait and draw out the enemies, and then push forward once you've killed a few of the rushers. That's basically what I do, and what you'll see me do this entire match. I wait in my spawn and around these areas. I'm not pushing forward at all, and I'm just waiting for them to come out and kill them, so when only a few enemies remain, I can push forward and plant the bomb. And that's basically it for this map, Terminal, I guess. Offense, if you're on offense, you're really, it is really hard to win the round, unless if you're playing against a good team. And if you're on defense, it's really easy to win the round, even no matter what team you're playing against. And maybe some choke points. You see that choke point I have right there over by the movie store, and like by the counter. That's a good choke point because they can only see your head, and you have a bunch of angles on them, such as this hallway and the airplane like boarding thing. And the last guy I killed, that's also it's not really a choke point, but it's a good spot to hide, because you can't shoot through that glass, and the only way to kill someone through there is if you shoot at them directly if they're facing you. And that's usually my favorite spot to hide for, like to sound whore people or to go for ninja diffuses if I'm on defense for bomb site A, because it's really hard. It's almost impossible for enemies to kill you right here. And this is also another big choke point on the map. This place in your spawn right here, because you can pick off people on the spawn snipe if they're going up on the tankers, and you can also pick people off that are coming into this little like building right where I was aiming at over there, because they have to run up the stairs to get to there, and you have an easy view of the stairs, and you can get to your spot before they can, so you can kill them off before they get into that house. And also right here, no, what am I saying? Well, I guess that's all there is to talk about. I know what I want to talk about next. Oh, maybe some, I think I have a couple more commentaries coming out. I have an MP5 commentary, 2 MP5 commentaries actually. I don't know which one I'm going to upload. Probably only one. Maybe I'll upload both. I have no idea, but I really don't want to do commentaries for both, so I'll probably only upload one. Then I have, I think, another ACR commentary on an ACR free-for-all commentary, and free-for-all actually, if I hadn't already said that. And then also I'm making a montage right now. I've gotten some really sick clips, but today I sort of failed at getting clips, because every time I went into a lobby, I'd either get noob tubed, or when I'd see them, or when I'd get a cluster of enemies, they'd all be facing me and absolutely rape me into the ground. So I've gotten a lot of good clips, and I should be putting one out soon. And that's the game, 16-2. Pretty good game. If you just follow the tactics I gave you, you should be alright. Alright, peace.